All right, welcome back to another video. Today we're actually going to be doing a first impressions video for FSD 14.2.1.25. Lots of points on there. It is for the holiday update. I already did a video on the holiday update, so go ahead and check that out if you want to. It's on our Hardware 3 Model Y. Everything is pretty much the same aside from we now have a new point release on FSD, so I did want to try that out and see how the new update was doing. Specifically, some people have called out that it is better at speed control or speed limits in particular areas. They have said that it actually has the correct speed and now, so we didn't, as far as I know, get any navigation update, so I don't know why it would be any different, but I would certainly be happy if it is. So we're going to check that out and make sure if we see any difference, especially when we come out of the neighborhood here. That is going to be the biggest test, is does it get 45 miles per hour versus 30, which it has been for a while now, which is super obnoxious. And then we'll see if there's any difference on the speed profiles and parking. I've actually heard that parking is worse, which is weird. It does seem like actually parking has not been solved, and possibly that is the last piece of the puzzle that Elon keeps referring to for 14.3 or whatever it may be, where basically you can maybe banish it, send the car to go park in the parking lot and then, come and pick you up. Right now, that stack, the summon stack, is separate from FSD, so possibly that's what he's referring to, but again, that's not in this update. So we're just going to check it out, and I'm going to use some Grok navigation just to see how that's doing. It has been working fairly well in our Hardware 3 Model Y. However, I am not super happy with how wordy Grok is, so we'll see if that gets annoying or how well it does, and maybe put on Santa mode or that sort of thing. So anyway, let's check it out. All right, so we do have it on Santa mode here in the neighborhood. I'm going to go ahead and turn on FSD and use Grok for navigation. Can you navigate to Papa John's?
Found a few Papa John's nearby. The closest is 1.3
Let's go to the closest one.
Navigating to Papa John's at 4430 Wade Green Road Northwest in Kennesaw. It's 2.8 miles away.
So, yeah, Grok is super wordy, but it did put in the navigation for Papa John's, so that's good. It works well for that. We'll see, probably put in a couple other navigation points here in a moment to see how that works. In the neighborhood, I do have it on here on standard. It's going a little bit fast for me. I'm going to drop it down to sloth. It is 25, but of course, for some reason, it thinks it's 30 when it doesn't know what speed it is. So in the neighborhood, it still doesn't have that correct. Of course, all the other cars are reindeer, and we've got an Optimus robot as Santa. All right, so this road right here, we're turning out onto, it is a 45, and we're going to see what it gets. And unfortunately, it's still saying that it's 30 miles per hour. So it has not changed anything. I have to put it up to Mad Max in order to make it go an appropriate speed, even though we do have a car behind us. And he was coming up pretty quick, obviously, because he's probably going 50, 55 miles per hour in a 45. And the car, for some reason, thinks it's 30 miles per hour. So unfortunately, speed signs, maybe it reacts better with the signs, but it does not seem to be helping us with the correct speed limits in areas where it had it wrong in the past. So still going to be on the lookout for an update to either navigation or FSD that somehow fixes that, so that we're not continually having problems with the speed profiles and what speed it should actually be going. This road is 40, so we should be fine on this. And we'll see how well it does parking at Papa John's. Might skip forward a little bit for that. here we are, pulling into the parking lot. Papa John's. Should be parking lot, so should be looking for a space around all these other reindeer. And all right, so these spaces are usually the easiest for FSD, where they're kind of slanted. So did a pretty good job there. Yeah, and no problem at all. So now we will navigate somewhere else. Navigate to O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Navigating to O'Reilly Auto Parts at 4307 Wade Green Road Northwest in Kennesaw, Georgia.
Okay.
It
just keeps talking after it has clearly put in the navigation and it was good to go, and it just keeps talking. So I don't know. That's the thing about Grok navigation. That's the only thing I don't really like about Grok or LLMs, I guess, is that they seem to be really wordy. They just kind of keep talking, even though they've already done what you asked them to do. All right, so we need to turn right and then left. So we're going to have to wait for a gap here. And this should be a good one right here. All right, good. We got to go all the way across here and get in the left turn lane. Nice. Handled very smoothly. And we didn't make that light. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn off Santa mode, as fun as it is. We'll just turn that off for now. Just have regular cars now. All right, so we got the green arrow, so that makes it pretty easy there. We will be turning right, so we should stay in the right lane here. And again, we should be parking at this O'Reilly Auto Parts, so we'll see if it does a good parking job. So far, I haven't had any problems with parking on 14.2.1.25, so we'll see. I guess some of the parking jobs on 14.2.1 were questionable. But for the most part, it does pretty well usually. And looks like it's going to back into this space. So there was no car on either side, and so that should be good enough. Yeah. All right, so that's a good job parking there. It's right. Well, I don't know. I guess it's a little bit to the left, but not that bad. All right. Navigate to Bass Pro Shops and then go back to Racetrac on Wade Green.
Got Bass Pro Shops in Ackworth first, about 4 miles away.
Yeah.
Then the nearby Racetrac.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, it just keeps talking. He put it in there fast, so that was nice. Had the navigation going. I don't know. I guess there's some way you can make ask them to be really brief. I don't know. But yeah, we just hit start self-driving. We'll get a little bit of time here on the interstate, see how that is. Get up to 70 miles per hour or whatever. See if the speed profile is working well for that. Just gonna keep it in standard for now. Might turn it up to Hurry or Mad Max to see what it does. It says it's 65 here, and I don't know if that's right. I know the express lane is 65. Kind of feel like our lane is. All right, it is going 65. It's pretty busy here. I'm going to go ahead and turn it up to Mad Max. Let's see what it does if it goes around this traffic, or if we stay in the right. We only have 2.8 miles before our turn, our exit. So far, Mad Max has not done anything. Okay, it is 65, so it has the correct speed limit, 65. Going 65. We're going 74 in a 65. But we're really just going with the flow of traffic, and we're in the right lane. So honestly, this doesn't feel bad at all. I don't know if it would go slower. Yeah, I mean, let's put it in standard. At this point, I definitely don't want to get out of the right lane because we're going to be exiting soon. Let's put it in standard. I think standard should be about limited to be about 5 over. And again, that's kind of with the flow of traffic here. Oh, there goes 6 over. And so standard allowed it to go to 6 over. Now the speed limit is 70. It should go up to 75. But again, we're behind people. We're kind of just going with the flow of traffic. So haven't noticed anything different about the speed profiles on the highway. Would take a little bit more time, I guess, to see any differences. All right, can you remove Bass Pro Shops from navigation? I just want to go back to the racetrack on Wade Green.
Navigation canceled. Setting route to Racetrac on East Main Street in Cartersville, about 9 miles away.
All right, so it didn't actually, it just pulled out that point on the map and it's not navigating to it. So I had to actually press it. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Set navigation to Racetrac on Wade Green Road.
Setting navigation to Racetrac on Wade Green Road in Kennesaw, Georgia. It's 3.8 miles away, adding 15 minutes.
Don't add it. Just replace navigation with Racetrac on Wade Green Road.
Navigation updated to just Racetrac on Wade Green Road in Kennesaw, Georgia.
Okay.
It's 4.8 miles
Thank you.
away, 8 minutes.
All right, so now it got it. But that was a little bit, I don't know why I got the wrong racetrack to begin with there. And when it did get the wrong racetrack, it actually didn't navigate to it. It just pulled it up as on the menu. So, you know, Grok, not great, although you can continue to just have a conversation with it. So when it gets something wrong, you can just say, no, that's not the right one. I want to do this, you know, until you get it right. So I guess that's better than just typing it in, but I don't know. I guess it's especially helpful when I'm navigating to like random things for this testing when it's not just my normal favorites or something like that. All right, so I definitely screwed it up here because we need to get all the way over into the left turn lane. And it's doing a pretty good job of kind of working its way in here. Because we actually need to turn left. I put it in a position to fail, clearly. But that's okay. Did a good job of recovering. Got us over here in the left lane. Nice and efficiently. So that was, you know, kudos to FSD for changing the navigation quickly and getting us in the correct lane. All right, so here we are turning back onto the interstate. It is about the same, 3.5 to 4 miles before our exit, 3.7. I'm going to go ahead and turn it up to hurry. It is 70 here, so in hurry, I would expect to be going close to 80. We'll see if that's different from the flow of traffic. All right, so we're staying in the right lane, which honestly I really like. We don't have anybody in front of us, so it could technically be going a lot faster. But we are going to be exiting in 2.7 miles, so. But I wouldn't say it's actually hurrying in hurry. Put down to standard. Yeah, it didn't change the speed at all if I turned it down to standard. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what people are talking about as far as it going faster in hurry and Mad Max now with this latest point release. I'm fine with it. It's going plenty fast for me. But yeah, I don't really know. So the speed limit signs don't seem to be updated really in much of a meaningful way, and the speed profiles don't really seem any different to me either. Seems like it's just going what it would normally go. Now I guess it's 7 over in a 65 now. I'm pretty sure this is just a lane that goes away. I don't know. So we probably don't need to be all the way in the right lane here, but we're going slower than the traffic flow. Yeah, right lane ends. So we really didn't need to get in the right lane here, because we're just going to have to get back over. All right, so we are turning left up here. However, it would be correct to be in the right left turn lane. So that's good. No turn on red. I don't think it would try to turn with the red lights here. That's good. Yeah, some people get confused about it because it's one of these intersections that they swap the directions on this overpass. So some people feel like that means you don't have to stop at the light. You can just kind of yield. But it is a red light, and so no left on red. Pretty standard. And that's green light. Okay, so good job. All right, so this will be the final stop here. Just needs to get over to Racetrac, and maybe we'll do a decent parking job at Racetrac. If so, honestly, I have not seen much of any difference between 14.2.1 and 14.2.1.25. It really just feels like they just added the holiday update to the AI4 cars. But it is actually a point release on FSD. So in theory, something about FSD has changed. It hasn't improved the speed limit signs. And as far as I can tell, it still parks pretty well. And the speed profiles seem the same. I don't know. Okay, so we're not turning directly into Racetrac, but we're going to turn right here and then left into it. That's fine. And we should be parking somewhere. Not at a gas pump, of course. Looks like we're going to... it's going to go for the back end again, I think. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it likes to back in. Ooh, this might be a terrible parking job. Oh, yeah, this is awful. Awful. 2 tries, and we're just straight over the line. Oh, man. Yeah, that was really bad. Really bad. I'm going to... let's see. That was going to be my last spot. Let's go back there. Let's see if it does a better job parking. But, all right, so I spoke too soon. The parking job there was horrendous. It was actually exactly in 2 spaces. We basically straddled the line. So that was pretty bad. So, okay, maybe the parking has gotten worse in this update. Maybe that's the one thing we got is worse parking. I don't know. I'm going to give it another shot here. We're just navigating to Racetrac again. So I'm just going to give it another shot. Honestly, there's no reason for it not to be able to get in the parking space when it was backing up. It even tried to correct itself and did a horrible job. All right, so nosing in. Okay. See, so this time we parked right in the space. So there you go. Perfect. Why didn't it do that the first time? I don't know. So that was pretty crazy that it finally did fail horribly at parking. So the only update that I have seen here is that I guess in some cases it does park pretty bad. However, I have seen it park poorly on 14.2.1 on occasion. So I don't really know that that's any different. And again, I did not get any update. I am pretty disappointed on the speed limit being still wrong outside of my neighborhood. To the point where basically I had to put it in Mad Max in order to even get close to getting up to the speed limits and not being a hindrance to traffic that's coming up on me much faster because it thinks it's 30 and it's actually 45. So I don't know. First impressions are it's still very good, but there are still points of opportunity for improvement. So we will see how those go, and hopefully in the next point release we'll get actually something that is easy to tell. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.